I mean, if Islamic countries can look at radicalization and what is causing radicalization amongst people, and I think Vinay has a point. I don't think it has to do with just poor people, disenfranchised people, or people who are feeling alienated. No, this has gone beyond that. Why shouldn't secular democracies like India look at this, find the root cause? And I keep again saying this: there is an organized conspiracy that is going on. Let us please be under no illusion that all of this has happened spontaneously. There is no way that hundreds of stones, hundreds of lathi stakes, hundreds of hockey stakes, hundreds of crude petrol bombs suddenly don't just appear in one locality. It doesn't burst from the heavens. There has to be serious coordination and planning that went into this. And let's not try to dilute it. Ravi Srivastava.
I think the what earlier panelist has said, it has not gone to the uneducated, disenfranchised people or underprivileged people. Now the IITians, chemical engineers are also being caught who are radicalized. So I think education and financial background has nothing to do. But I have a question here, Jaka, that I have seen several videos of Khargone, not on your channel only, on several channels. Not even a single channel has shown that what was prior to this particular video. I mean, how the Shobha Yatra was moving around, how the provocation was happening, how the loudspeakers were blazing, how the slogans were shouted, how the people were behaving before the mosque or before
Sir, no, can I ask one small thing? Even if, okay, I concede all of that. The Shobha Yatra passed through areas dominated by Muslims. It bled music in front of mosque. Assuming that all of that is right, okay? Are you telling me that within minutes of that, people got access to hundreds of hockey sticks? Within minutes of that, hundreds of petrol bombs were assembled? I mean, come on. Come on. These things take time and money and resources and a conspiracy and a pre-plan. It does not happen ki, matlab, minuton mein something happened outside a mosque and these guys, hundreds of them have stones in their hand. Aisa nahi hota hai.
Do you remember what happened in the Delhi riots? You know very well. This is all panelists have said that this is where the state government, the intelligence has miserably failed.
Sir, that is exactly what I'm saying. You are validating my point. This is an organized conspiracy. This is not just, some people played music, loud music outside a mosque. Uska reaction nahi hai ye. This is organized conspiracy. Ravi Srivastava, I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you, Dr. Ajay Kumar. Ravi Srivastava.
Time you are repeating the word organized crime. I am not disputing that. But what I am saying is that why the organized crime escaped the eyes of the police?
No, that part I concede with you. But you are saying, what about the footage that happened before? No, I'm asking you, what, irrespective of what happened before, and I even if you are right about what happened before, we don't have the footage. But even if you are right about that, what we are seeing, this video is not a reaction to that. Cannot be a reaction to that.
Zaka, what I'm saying is that the police, you said that the police has shared this video with you.
Yes.
I have a question to the police that why you are selectively sharing the videos. Why you are not showing both the sides of that particular episode?
This is again, false equivalence that is happening. False equivalence that is happening because unhone matlab masjid ke samne loud music chalaya, therefore this happened. No. Dr. Kumar knows this and Bikram Singh knows this very well. Hindustan mein no riot happens spontaneously. Sub mein there is some pre-planned element involved, some organization involved, some conspiracy involved. Correct me if I am wrong, Dr. Ajay Kumar. As a former IPS officer, these things don't happen like that in matlab minuton mein nahi hote ye.
No, but Zaka, the issue is, look, I don't want to make allegations, but the simple fact is, you're right, the radicalization is happening firstly to the majority community and the minority community. So the radicalization is happening on both sides. The agenda for radicalization, and Bikram Singh ji and all of us, as I have seen majority community and minority community throwing meat of forbidden meat into the mosque or into a temple, and both sides are doing it. Now the question again is, the radicalization, if you see across just the Ram Navami celebrations which have happened, the challenge to the Indian Republic is radicalization of the majority and the minority. The danger is that we seem to be unilaterally focused on the minority radicalization. It's an important thing. The Islamic fundamentalists are
Sir,
important issues. So
because you
one sec,
look
one
at,
sec.
no, I'm not justifying it. All I'm saying is because you look at those pictures. The radicalization that is happening is leading to hundreds of stones and hundreds of petrol bombs and hockey sticks.
One sec, Zaka. So I'm coming to the basic question. One is forget the videos. There's something called a root, in Ram Navami, sensitive, non-sensitive.
Yes.
The issue is that if you're pushing to create riots, and I'm telling you, it's strange. It's the radicalization, and you may think it's the conspiracy is there even from my political opponents and their father organization and the
So,
PFI and all
Dr.
all these
Kumar,
strange people.
is it your
And the
case?
PFI,
No, is
and
it
the
your
PFI.
case? Is it your case that if somebody plays loud music outside a mosque, or if there's a procession outside a mosque, then this should be the response? Oh, you are provoking them, therefore meet with swords and petrol bombs and hockey sticks. I'm
this is
asking
what
you.
happens when you. No, one sec. And this is actually very provocative on your part to ask such a question.
No, because that seems to be
because
the deduction that you've made.
So this is, unfortunately, your deductions are so way off the target. But
So
despite being such a smart chap,
tell me
one sec,
clearly what
so
are you insinuating? What are you suggesting?
First question is, let's start with what you said. 45 accused, 15 of the Muslims are demolished, 25 Hindu houses are not taken a similar action. First of all, demolishing itself is wrong, but action is not taken. My question is very simple. You have the worst state government in the country in terms of preventing a riot, because the routes are sensitive, the materials prevent. Like Vikram Singh ji read out this whole drill. In 21st century, any kind of riots, by and large, 99.9999% is preventable. And if it is not being prevented, whether it is the officer in charge, whether it is the SDPO, whether it's Supreme Police, all should be removed from their job and an inquiry should be constituted, because these are actually preventable. You have drones, you have technology.
I'm not getting where you're going with this, but Zafar, to respond that if people were provoked, then this is what they'll end up facing. Zafar.
No.
Zafar.
I think it's unfair to say that whether someone provoked or whether the reaction would be the way it has been, the kind of reaction people are talking about. But all I feel that the criminal, irrespective of their religion, I'm telling you time and again, that should be the approach of every administration. That is the approach of our government all along, that we do not see the religion, we see only the crime one has committed, and based on that, punishment should be given, and there should be stern action should be taken against all the perpetrators, so that they should not do it again.